If kids are hungry, they can't learn. Unfortunately, in Arkansas, we live in a state where a huge chunk of our kids live in poverty, where a lot of our kids live in food insecure families, where a lot of our kids live in communities that are food deserts, that don't have access to grocery stores and healthy foods. The Community Eligibility Provision means that when these kids go to school, they get a healthy breakfast, they get a healthy lunch. Based on the status of people in your community, you might be eligible for all the kids in your school to eat breakfast and lunch for free. For a lot of these kids, it may be the only good meals they're getting throughout the day.
What we try to do is we pre-bag all of our breakfast in the morning. We take it to the classroom about 10 minutes before the students arrive. The teacher will set out placemats, wet naps, silverware. Then the children will come in and they can pass it out themselves, or the teacher will pass it out for them.
Several years ago, we actually moved our breakfast program from the beginning of school to after our first period class. Actually, we went from about 20% of students eating breakfast to about 95% of our students eating breakfast.
We went from having around 200, between 200 and 250 or so kids eating breakfast to 650, close to 700.
We were able to increase our breakfast from the 14-15 school year to the 15-16 school year by about 36%.
We do over 1,000 meals a day, up over last year.
I did not realize it would have such a great impact on how many more children would eat.
Getting the participation to increase is very hard. When you hit the junior high level, there's a stigma on a free and reduced student, if you will.
If they have any sense that there is peer pressure or someone might think of them in a different way if they are having to get a free lunch, they simply won't eat. They'll do anything to avoid any perceived embarrassment or feelings that maybe they don't fit in with the rest of the kids.
By going CEP, all students eat for free, and there is no stigma.
That puts them all equal. They don't have to worry about filling out the paperwork. They don't have to worry about people making fun of them going through the line for eating free or reduced prices.
And also it's very, very advantageous for the business manager and I, is we don't have to worry with free and reduced forms. That's a great relief.
What you're doing is you're reducing waste, you're reducing the administrative costs that come with having to divide out the kids that get it and divide out the kids that don't get it and account for all of those things. So you're also saving administrative costs there, and then you're just saving time.
I think we were surprised at how smoothly it has gone. We thought we'd have some bumps in the roads, but we really haven't.
And there were some hesitations from the teachers, I guess reservations about how it was going to be handled. They were worried about spills.
We treat them now like young adults because, particularly to our elementary children, to be able to eat in the classroom, that was almost forbidden before, and now it's just an everyday part of learning.
I only know of one big spill that we've had in the classroom, and the teacher caused that.
From a school district perspective, I think we were looking at what would give our kids the most opportunity for success, and as an investment, it was the school board. It was a no-brainer.
We were concerned about that in the beginning, that we might lose some income and maybe we might go backwards a little bit in our funds, but that has not been the case.
With the CEP, we've actually had the opportunity and been able to add some staff, improve our conditions in terms of buying some new tables and new equipment, that sort of thing, and so it's been a great benefit to us.
With so many students participating, that means more meals need to be provided, and it takes more people, more hours to provide those meals, so we've actually increased opportunities for jobs in the community.
We want 100% of the schools in the communities that are eligible to be taking advantage of this.
Don't worry about your staff. They're going to jump on board. If you're excited and ecstatic about it and you're giving them all the positives, they're going to be just as excited as you are.
The emphasis is always on test scores, and how do you improve your test scores? Well, one good way of doing it is making sure your kids are fed, that they're healthy and happy and that they want to be here.
There's no negative to this program. You don't lose any funding. It does nothing but ensure that every student is healthy and happy on your campus, and there's nothing that's worth more than that.
If you're on the fence, I don't know why you'd be on the fence.